What up, my lovelies? I'm deciding to do something a little bit kind of different today because, like I said in my earlier videos, I'm going to try to do a little bit more like low-key shit for the channel because honestly, you know, burnout's a thing and I am more than just a writer and a creator, so I've been kind of down and depressed lately, so I decided I would sit outside in my property and do some work in a book I have. So whether or not this actually sees a light of the day is completely different story to that matter. But yeah, let's vibe out to this section real quick. So my yard really isn't much of anything special, but I do love all the bamboo, and just sometimes sitting out here is very nice and peaceful. So I will just kind of go through this as best I can. I'm not sure how the lighting will actually work until like the sketching is done and I get to painting in the watercolors. So we shall see. But anyway, let's just go ahead and get started. I am making a page about witch bells. So I decided to try getting this separate, less demanding, slower paced content type of thing to try, because one, like I said, I've been depressed as all get out, and two, another content creator that I absolutely love, Rachel Maskey, can't remember her last name, but I'll tag her down below. She's been kind of going through a lot of the same things that I have. You know, general creator burnout, a lot of things going on. You know, she just kind of wanted to do a little bit of slower stuff every now and again to keep herself from dying. And as someone who is always on the verge of exhaustion or a meltdown or something to that effect, you know, I can appreciate that really, really well. And I have a love of creation just in and of itself. I like to paint, and I haven't really been able to do that a lot lately. Between my day job and then trying to maintain deadlines as an author, you know, a lot of the other habits just kind of fall to the wayside. And that is really the key to human existence, is it not? Finding the balance. Because Lord knows that it's the one thing we are always striving for, and yet we never seem to be able to achieve. It's just crazy. And I think COVID and just the pandemic in general, you know, being quarantined and the world kind of shutting down, it became sort of more apparent to a lot of people that our current way of living really isn't conducive to the type of lifestyle that most of us want. Like, I loved on TikTok seeing all the people just rediscovering like simple things and cottagecore and bread making and crafting with your hands. I personally enjoyed being able to finally get caught up on some reading, because yeah, I love reading just as much as I love writing. You know, I got into a lot of other hobbies that were time consuming. I got into bookbinding and, you know, just sort of crafting in general. My husband and I took things a little bit slower. We went on walks outside a lot more and reconnecting with nature. You know, and as a pagan spiritual person, that really does mean a lot for me. Being able to be in nature and to feel it and appreciate it and sort of become one with the energies around you. And just, did I fuck up already? No, I did not fuck up already. Anyways, so I don't know if I'll continue to do things like this for the channel, at least maybe not something like this. But however, if this is kind of something that you wouldn't mind, you know, sort of just sitting here vibing, you know, maybe doing like a painting projects or something like that together, kind of let me know. Like, drop a comment, let me know. Then I can probably figure out how to work that around. As an interesting flavor. Whew. Oops, paint on me already. But anyways, in case you're wondering what witch bells are, which hopefully you are if you're kind of still into this sort of section, is that they're just kind of like the bells you put outside your house. Like, they're done on like entrances and exits, you know, anywhere people can kind of come in and out. I think that's where the tradition of hanging bells above business doors kind of started, because the bells were meant to sort of cleanse any sort of negative vibrations that a person may be bringing in addition to letting the shop owner know that, like, hey, you got somebody in your shop. Why did this turn pink? It was white when I started, and I don't like beauty style it. Like, now it's pink. It was white, like with all the rest of these. I guess it's just residual from the brown. Interesting, you know? But you guys probably don't want to hear any more of me blabbing about stuff. And let's just kind of get back to a little bit of painting. So one of my favorite another favorite creator of mine for dealing with all things witchy and art-like is Molly Roberts from like Molly Speaks. And regardless of what you believe or how you choose to live your life, she has done more for me like artistically than anything else, at least when it comes to my visual mediums, you know, drawing and painting and stuff like that. You know, she is not one to ever shy away from mistakes or I did this but I really didn't like it, so now I've decided to do this instead. One of the most prominent things that she told us on her channel one time was that, especially like with these, you know, big fancy journals that so many authors and other people like to have, we get afraid of ruining them. Like, you don't use them. Why? I don't know. You know, that's what they're made for, and it's just paper. I don't know. Writers and artists are weird people, I will say that much. One of her favorite things to talk about is how she can like take something and she may not like it, just cover it up. Whether it's completely ripping the page out or Mod Podging tissue paper over to it, or putting gesso over it and starting again, or even like stitching something over it. And I've been slowly experimenting with like mixed mediums and things of that nature. I might show another page in here later on of just kind of like my progress in these things. So I made a mistake when I was doing this on the bottom part. I was trying to go for that like spindly, spiny thing that, you know, grapevines tend to have, and did not work out like I hoped. But I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna let it run. Because in all honesty, what does it really matter? This is primarily just for me, so who cares if there's a mistake? As long as I don't care, who cares, right? Because I'm learning to not care about mistakes. They happen, they are an irrevocable part of our life, and allowing mistakes to make us feel inadequate for whatever reason is positively stupid. Life is messy and life is mistakes, and they are just opportunities to sort of improve ourselves. Should turn out pretty cool. We can grow from our mistakes. We can learn what not to do. We can discover new things that we didn't think about before. And all of that comes from messing up and allowing ourselves to be comfortable in the act of messing up. And recording in public right now, in like just my neighborhood, is a new fear for me. Oh no. Eek. Oh well. Anywho's. So, to talk about some of the things that I had in here. So one is an acorn bell, because of course, you know, witch bells have to have bells. And I like the acorn thing because it's very woodsy and stuff like that. And some of the other stuff is like looking like a crystal or a seashell or something to that effect. And, you know, here goes the neighbors. You know, it's just kind of like whatever. But anyways, let me go ahead and go back to this because they're probably going to start chopping up some wood here in a minute. being with me today as I kind of got out of my comfort zone and tried something a little bit more low key than what I'm normally doing. So if you would like to go on other artistic trips with me and things of that nature, let me know. See if I can organize something going on. Also, if you like this type of content, please give me a thumbs up. That lets me know whether or not I need to continue recording it. Because if not, I'll just do it for myself. But sometimes it's nice to share other sides of ourselves with people, right? Anyways, until next time, my lovelies, take care, create, simply be, and I'll see you the next time. Bye.